Say hello to YouTube. Say hi, YouTube.
Hello.
Hello,
Hi,
YouTube. We are joined by my sister. She decided she liked me today and decided she was like, you know what, I'll hang out with you. The people want me, so I will return for you. So Sam, are you ready for some fresh assholes?
I'm always ready for some fresh assholes.
All right, everybody, court is in session. All right, for the rum enjoyers, anyone have tried Bumbu rum? I have not. We probably should have shown the board without marks for YouTube. Listen, YouTube, if you want to know, you gotta know. Fresh assholes! Fresh assholes, everybody. All right, let's see what we got as far as the asshole train today. Ooh! YouTube frogs can come to Discord. Wait, YouTube frogs? What does that mean? Are there?
I got
Is that what we're calling my people, the frogs? Best rum ever. Smells like vanilla and sugar. Good on ice and straight up. Okay, listen, Ember. Post the bottle in Discord. I need to know. Aren't we all tadpoles or something? You guys might be. I, however, have a frog. Just saying. Look at that.
I'm a tadpole still.
Tadpole! Alright, Sam, we're starting with this one. Am I the asshole for checking our nanny cam footage to prove I was being lied to? On God! Alright. Oh, here we go. I don't get anything, so... Listen, yeah, you guys really got robbed of your badges. Frogs make sense. I love that. That's actually kind of the cutest thing you've ever said, Pasta. YouTube frogs can come to Discord. Oh my goodness. Okay.
I don't know if I should.
Am I the asshole for checking our nanny cam footage to prove I was being lied to? This will sound ridiculous, but just stick it out. Recently, my spouse, my daughter, age 5, and I were having dinner together. He took some food off her plate to try a bite, and she responded by shaking her finger and saying, "You need to ask." He said, "I'm sorry, you're right, I should ask," and then a few minutes later reached over to my place setting and took some of my food without asking. I didn't think it was a great example for our daughter, considering it happened moments earlier, so I said, "You didn't ask. You just did the same thing to our daughter." He said, "I assumed you were done eating," and I said, "You assumed, but just ask me." So he handed it back to me, said, "Can I have some of your garlic bread?" And I shared. Very calm, normal exchange. Because this was a non-issue and I was not upset at the situation, we tried to use it in marriage counseling as an example of how to communicate in certain situations. Mainly when I say something hurt me and my spouse wants to explain how he experienced the event instead of apologizing. It became an issue when he only wanted to give his side of the food story in counseling. Later that day, I asked him calmly again if he would like to share his side to see if it changes my perspective. I said, "I can't argue with your experience since we both agree on what happened." And to my surprise, he indicated we did not agree. He told me he took the garlic bread from my place because he got it for both of us. I knew this was nonsense as I ordered from this restaurant frequently and know how much garlic bread comes with the dish. I got insanely angry because we argue constantly about how these things happen, so I stormed off. Later he came to me and said, "I'm sorry, I thought the garlic bread was mine and I was wrong." So by this point, I'd been told that he got garlic bread for both of us, and that he thought the bread was his. I felt crazy, as I usually do when these conversations happen with him, so I thought to check the nanny cam to see what really happened. He handed me my food and said, "And there's garlic bread on top for you." And then later, when I called him out for taking it from my place, he didn't say, "This garlic bread is mine," or "I got this to share." He said, "Okay, can I have some of your garlic bread?" I took these clips from our nanny cam and sent them to him, asking why he would lie about something so small and turn it into a massive thing. He immediately got mad and said, "I can't believe you would do something as ridiculous as checking the camera. You're so out of line," and stormed off. So Reddit, am I the asshole or out of line for using our nanny cam footage to call my spouse out for lying? They offer the following explanation for why they think they may be the asshole. I got footage from our nanny cam to confront my spouse about lying. I was told I was out of line for doing so, but not given a reason. Being invasive? Question mark? Good. God! Ember says straight people are wild.
I'm trying to import
Pasta said not the asshole out the gate. Give us your justification. Sam, what are your thoughts on the garlic gate? We're calling it garlic gate. Putting that on the thumbnail. Garlic gate. What are your thoughts on garlic gate?
Well, first off, how ridiculous is that? But second of all, like, I don't know, to me it was just kind of petty. Like, it's garlic bread. Why? I can respect them using it in the scenario for their marriage counseling, but at the same time, I'm like, why? Why would you? I think it was petty. I don't think they were necessarily being an asshole.
All right, hear me out. Let me cook, guys. Let me cook.
Go ahead.
Wait for this. This is not about the garlic bread.
Yeah, they're trying to make
This is
guys
not about the
feel
garlic bread. This is about proving a point.
foreigners.
This woman has been scorned by this man and has made her feel in other conversations, not necessarily garlic bread. The garlic bread, garlic gate is the straw that broke the wife's back, okay? So there have been, picture with me, they are out to eat, or they are on a date, or they are just cleaning stuff around the house. And he constantly says, no, that's not what happened. And she knows this is what happened. She has been dealing with long-term gaslighting. This about suspected long-term gaslighting. Exactly. Exactly. Pasta even said, throw the whole man away. This seems to be a recurring incident from the way it was posted. Like, this is not about the garlic bread, okay? The garlic bread was the final straw. And she said, you know what? This always happens, but this time I have footage. And whips out the nanny cam. And then guess what? Because he's so good at gaslighting, he said, how petty and ridiculous of you to pull out nanny cam footage over this small instance. Because, wait for it, there was no footage of the other times he gaslighted her. This is not about the garlic bread. This is about power.
I admit I was distracted by the garlic bread.
It happens. It happens. We all were, because as women, we see garlic bread until we see nanny cams. She's going somewhere with this.
But okay, now that I can see past the garlic bread.
Very good, very good. God, this is just like your proposal. We'll tell about that in a sec. Continue, Sam.
Gussy invents phrase. Put it on the board.
Shit! God damn it.
Now that I can see past the garlic bread, I will say, no, she is not the asshole, with confidence. And she's not even petty. No, that's totally justified. I agree with you saying that that was the straw that broke the camel's back. Is it kind of ridiculous that it was garlic bread that did it? Yes, but you know what? If that's how it goes down, that's how it goes down.
Absolutely. Yes, that counts as a Gussy phrase. Throw the whole man away. It's so wild when you see it, Pasta. I'm so glad you see it, because this is where they say women are crazy, all right? And I know that this is like really not helping the case the way I look right now, saying that women aren't crazy, but let me cook. Because it's when we finally draw attention to something that we have evidence for, that it's a small instance like this, and the men are like, oh my god, yeah, she was crazy. Can you believe? She threw a whole fit in couples counseling because I took her garlic bread. And then boom, guess who's the hero of the narrative? The man is. Also, I'm not Pasta, although I am flattered that you mistake us. But she had proof of the garlic bread as opposed to the other times. Wait, Pasta said something up here though. Pasta said, let's scroll up, let me check my receipts. Maybe I am crazy.
Well,
Okay, nope, I'm crazy. It was Ember. I'm so sorry. Your guys' names have the same colors, so I'm just... You, Pasta, and Sam, sometimes it just happens. But yes, it is flattered to be mistaken. Mistaken for Pasta. Alright, let's see what the comments say. Come on, guys. Come on, chat. I can read! No! Is that on the board, too? No!
Yes.
Oh, no, guys! Duplicate. Where's Gussy can't read at? Oh no. What that game doing?
What that game
Gussy
doing?
mutes. We
I
watch
know.
Gussy eat. Wait, I don't see Gussy.
remember
Oh, there it is.
reading
I
it.
I couldn't even read. Gussy can't read. No, guys.
Oh yeah, the season.
Oh
3
god. Oh no.
We
Isn't
are
looking for
approximately an hour and 10 minutes in.
Oh god, guys, this is a doozy. Alright, let's see what the comments say. Alright, comment section, tell me you saw it. Tell me you saw it. Not the asshole, but as I'm sure you know, the issue isn't the garlic bread.
Yes.
Thank you.
Not the
Thank
garlic
you.
bread.
Thank you. Oh my gosh. Not the asshole. He got mad. He got caught gaslighting you. A boombaya! Or everyone is the asshole. He knows and you knows and you know this isn't an isolated incident about the garlic bread, but to save face, he needs to turn it around on you. The fact that OP says they are constantly arguing about how things happen show he is a habitual gaslighter. He's even gaslighting in marriage counseling. He has no the gaslighting in marriage counseling. This is looking we're gonna get multiple shots, guys. This is getting ugly tonight. Gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss. It's Jackie. Jackie, did you see in the Discord? Did you see the bingo board? Here's our bingo board so far. It's not going well, guys. I am in danger in several areas. Okay. The fact that you actually had to look at camera footage to prove he wasn't lying to you, and then lied during your marriage counseling session. Oh my god. Yep, just trying to win a point. Trust me, it's going down tonight, guys. It's bad. It's bad. It's bad. It's SBM night. It's Super Bunny Man, guys. Guys, it's Super Bunny Man night. It's about to get cronk.
Alright, I'm gonna try to dance slavery.
Thank you so much for being here, Jackie. Hello. Hello. Not the asshole. You aren't out of line. I'm so happy to see the chat being like, oh my gosh, gaslighting. Everybody is here. Everybody sees it. You thought one thing happened. He said another thing did. So you went and verified and showed him, hey, actually this is what happened, instead of him going, huh, I guess you're right. My bad. He got really angry and stormed off, a completely normal and not so over-the-top reaction to being shown you're wrong. With all the meowing, can't we mark off Chairman Speaks? Is there a Chairman Speaks one? Damn it, Chairman, you son of a bitch.
Betrayed by
As
the
if
cat.
to spit in my face, I say, Chairman, you son of a bitch, and he's like, alright. God damn it, Chairman.
And just so you know, Daisy has one for woof an hour.
Did she woof?
No, she hasn't, but just so you know, there is one there.
Oh, God, guys, we are one away from a shot with Trust Me.
Oh. Daisy, hi.
Oh, man, we're in danger. We're in danger, guys. Okay, so first of all, that was a spicy one to start with right here. Well, even if it were Gussy does Chairman's dialogue, you've done that now. Shit, you're right. I do narrate for my critters. Alright, on to the next one. That was a good one to start off with. Ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Am I the asshole for telling my wife I'm tired of raising a kid that is not mine? Oof!
That's messy.
Well, we know what we do. We do messy here. What do we say, guys? Families are messy.
Absolutely.
Alright. Everybody, clap your hands. To be honest, it's only a matter of time before Jackie yells at a cat. It doesn't count if it doesn't happen in Discord, you sons of bitches! That's what the Bible says! Am I the asshole for telling my wife I'm tired of raising a kid that is not mine? I, 31-year-old male, am married to my wife, Amber, 30-year-old female. We have a daughter, Emma, 7. The problem is my wife's best friend, Jennifer, has a daughter as well, Harper. Well, Harper's dad is a lazy sack of crap and refuses to do anything with his daughter. He is the type of guy that brags about how he's never changed a diaper. Brags about that. Wow. You're right, Ember. Heterosexual couples are wildin'. Jennifer and Harper are usually at Amber and my house on the weekends because Harper's dad is drinking and watching sports all weekend. On Saturdays, I normally spend all day with my daughter because I don't see her as much as I want to during the week. However, with Harper being there every Saturday, anything I do with Emma, I have to do with Harper. Take Emma to the zoo, it's Emma, Harper, and I. Taught both of them to ride bikes, take them both to dance class, take them both to the kids' salon, and so on. Mother's Day was the last draw. I took them both to dance class Saturday morning. Amber and I also pay for both dance classes because Deadbeat won't.
Sorry.
Deadbeat. First of all, he put beat as in B-E-E-T. On the way on the way home, Emma asked if we could stop to get something for Mom on Mother's Day. I said sure, but then it ended up I had to buy something for Harper for her mom as well. Okay. On the way home, I just kept thinking, why am I buying someone else's wife a Mother's Day gift? That's his job. A few days later, because I didn't want to ruin Mother's Day, I told my wife that I am tired of raising Harper. Her real father needs to step up. I'm tired of taking away time I get to spend with Emma. She said that Jennifer is his best friend and we need to be there for Harper. Now she's not speaking to me and sleeping in the guest bedroom, so am I the asshole? I just want to add some updates to the questions I see here. Emma and Harper are best friends. It was my idea to spend Saturday with Emma. I work more during the week, so I want to spend Saturday with Emma to give my wife a bit of a break. We pay for things because Jennifer's husband thinks it's a waste of money to pay for dance class and Jennifer can't afford to pay for herself. Jennifer and Harper do things with Amber and Emma 1 or 2 times a week together during the weeknights. They offer the following explanation why they think they may be the asshole. Wife's best friend is lazy alcoholic. I told my wife I am tired of doing his role of a father to his daughter. Now wife will not speak to me. Is he the asshole?
No.
Katie said, this doesn't look good. Amber said, straight couples bewilder me, to be honest. Katie said, you're the asshole, but then Ember comes in with not the asshole. What the fuck? Here we go. We got a knockdown, drag out. Let's see what we got. But sister, as always, tell me your thoughts.
Sorry, I'm reading Katie's,
Fuck them kids.
the way it's presented is the problem. I can see that, yeah.
Mm.
So, I understand not wanting to raise someone else's child. I especially understand the financial aspect of it, you know? I understand wanting to spend time with only your child and not your child and their best friend, you know? But at the same time, you know, like, it's just different. It is different. I don't think the wife should not be upset that he doesn't want to raise Harper, because it's not his child. I think it's really weird that they're paying for their dance classes. I can understand, like, helping, maybe, you know, they pay like half of it or something like that, you know, just to help the mom out. But at the same time, it's like, you know, I don't know. What makes this one hard for me, though, is it's kind of the situation with Jackie sometimes. Like, we've just kind of adopted Jackie in the last couple years. But we don't, like, it's not like our parents have raised her, but, you know, our parents, you know, we do Christmas gifts, and, you know, we invite her to dinners and stuff with all of us. It's very different, I know, but it's
Yeah, that's very different. Jackie's parents didn't abandon her. Regardless of our opinions on... She said, excuse? Are we kicking that out? Sam, I'm hurt.
I'm not kicking you out. I swear.
Okay, so first off, Pasta said, I'm gonna have to go to my chambers to consider this one, which is fucking hilarious. Ember and Katie, I'm kind of with you both on that. Like, I understand that not wanting to parent, like Katie said, but it's the way that it's presented is the problem. Yeah. It's not the kid's fault, and I feel like the conversation could have been approached in a different way. You know, we've had this conversation before where it's the way you say it can very quickly change whether you're the asshole or not the asshole, you know? Jackie said, when I moved to North Carolina, I'm not visiting you or inviting you to craft night, Sam. I'm not family, Sam. She cut you out of craft night. And Jackie's in her cottagecore phase, okay? She's crafting like a nut.
Oh no! I don't want to miss that.
You're missing out on prime crafting. She's painting little Dungeons and Dragons mushroom characters, Sam. It's not the kid's fault 100%, but it's also not the person's responsibility to raise this child. Yeah. Absolutely. And presenting this as I'm done being this kid's dad is not good. Yeah, there's a different way that conversation could have been had. I absolutely get where the poster's frustration is, though, because, I mean, like, paying for dance class ain't cheap. Nothing's cheap in this day and age. And, like, to have to take on those financial burdens as well can be really shitty. So, I do think the conversation needed to be had. Pasta's returned from his chambers. I've returned and have the decision. Asshole. Oh my gosh. Pasta's decided asshole.
Sorry. I think the conversation really needed to be had with Harper's father and mother. You know, because it's, you know, essentially the main problem is the father not wanting to help out in any regards, it seems. And why the child's mother hasn't spoken up and said, are you gonna actually help, or are you done?
Mm-hmm. Yep. He was mad about getting someone else's wife a Mother's Day gift. Yeah. I think it wasn't that he had to get the gift, it was, why do I have to get the gift when it should be the responsibility of the husband, you know? Like, I think that's what he was getting at, but it came across as, like, I don't know, the tone of everything changes the mood there.
I agree.
And then, Pasta, share your reasoning. This reminds me of Maddie's dad and Dance Moms for some reason.
It kinda does, now that I think about it. He's like this distant character that just kind of showed up for one episode, and it's like, I don't like that they do this dance, and and all this business. It makes my family crazy, and I don't like you. And then he was like never on the show again. I mean, as far as I know, because I haven't watched all of it.
Because her mom had the boyfriend pay for Maddie's dance. Yep, because she said he's the one who signs the checks. So, but like, yeah. Oh, first of all, excellent reference there, Jackie. Excellent Dance Mom's lore. And Dad didn't like it and wanted to pull her. Yeah. Absolutely, for sure. So, yeah, I think that I'm gonna have to say, I'm gonna say everyone sucks here. Specifically, the poor child's dad.
Yeah.
The poor child's dad. Pasta said, I feel OP is rightfully mad about the shitty father, but it will be Harper and their own daughter who suffer for it. Exactly. Before you have a conversation that can impact your child's, like, life, including social standing, I mean, you gotta be prepared with what it is you want to say exactly. This was very much a frustration build-up led to boil-over response, it feels like.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, let's read what some of the comments say. Not the asshole. If your wife wants to step up for Harper, then she needs to do that. Not put it on you. She should be taking her places and doing things with her. This comment feels like it's not related to the issue, He's not saying, I want my wife to do it. He's saying we shouldn't have to do it.
Right.
Amber, Jennifer, Emma, and Harper do things together during the week. My wife is a real good mother to Emma. It's just the dynamics of Saturday that's my issue. Okay. Not the asshole. Stop taking Harper. It's that simple. You're having dad-daughter bonding time and don't want a tag along. If Harper wants to come along on these things, you can make her mother come with you, but not your wife. I hear what you're saying, but I think spending time with Jennifer and her kid might cause other long-term issues. What does that mean?
Well, just imagine Emma and her father, and then Harper and her mom.
Okay. Gotcha.
Like, even if obviously nothing is going on or nothing's happening, but like the stigma.
Yeah, okay, I
might
gotcha.
cause some issues.
I still can't get it.
I gotcha. Katie said, my uncharitable reading of that comment is, your wife is responsible for parenting, not you. That's exactly how it sounded.
Yeah.
You're the man. You don't have to do those silly things like raise your child. Have your wife do that. Not the asshole. Just make plans to do something with your daughter and tell the friend that you will not be taking her daughter ahead of time. I think the friendship between Emma and Harper matters in this scenario. Are Emma and Harper super close? They answered that. Are they best friends? So this kind of was already answered. Not the asshole. Personally, I'd never be able to take in a kid that needed it. A lot of kids with shitty parents have their mental health saved by the kindness of friends whose parents step up. That being said, it's not something you're required to do. I do feel bad for the kid, though. None of this is her fault. I took it as, that's your best friend and her kid, not your best friend. Let's read that comment again. Not the asshole. If your wife wants to step up for Harper, then she needs to do that, not put it on you. She should be taking her places and doing things with her.
I saw one TikTok where a person mimicked that dance almost perfectly.
It's the wife's best friend's kid and kid's best friend. Very good. Messy, I'm telling you. Not the asshole. As you say, it is robbing you of time you could otherwise spend with your daughter one-on-one. Best friend is one thing. Virtually living in your house in another. And see, then this turns into being the wife's problems here, where it says, not the asshole, your wife needs to prioritize y'all's family and not her friends. You should be able to have peace in your own home. The comment about needing to help the bestie leave the husband is spot on. Wait, where the fuck is that?
Is anyone really
Oh, there it is.
impacted by
Oh
decision-
my god.
decision
I'm not very
process
kind is
of
what I'm
your-
learning from these talks. Amber, you're very kind. If Jennifer is in an abusive relationship, then Amber needs to open her mouth
Looks
and
like
speak
maybe
about it so that
300
OP
or so
knows.
thousand people. Actually, no. Close
There
to half
isn't a
million
reason to
people.
hide it from him, and if that's the case, then it's absolutely Amber's fault that this has not been communicated. Abuse changes the situation, but how the fuck are we supposed to know that situation if Amber doesn't speak?
Yeah,
Not that part, I misread it. Oh, okay. Gotcha, no worries.
The state decides who are people.
This one says, no asshole here. I understand wanting to spend time with your daughter, but dang, do I feel bad for Harper. I really see where your wife is coming from. She wants to help her best friend and the little one. As a child, I loved that my parents included me in my friends' activities. My parents never did such things with me. That my friends' parents. Okay, there you go. I'm sure if you knew how much this probably means to Harper, you might feel significant, slightly different, but I do understand not wanting to do this every week and getting some quality time with just your daughter. Yeah.
Fair. Because sometimes there are things you don't get to experience with your own
You hate
family
to see it.
for whatever reason that you do get to experience with other people and their families. So I can see where there's some value in that.
Mm-hmm. I read it as, if Bestie is in an abusive relationship, this needs to be addressed with her for both their sakes, because I don't understand names. I was reading quickly. I got you, no worries. Yeah.
I'm willing to be in the red. If
Kind of like a
like a
multiple assholes here type of situation, but there needs to be some conversation with Harper's folks. But I mean, that previous comment hit the nail on the head where she said, as a child, I loved that my friends' parents included me in my friends' activities, because we all knew that one kid. We all had that kid, or maybe we were that kid where, like, we were brought along to a lot of things with another family, you know? That makes a difference when you feel like you don't have support at a current household. So it's just a conversation needs to be had, and like it needs to be understood to some extent among all parties in the house. Like, this is the toll this is taking on me, but like, what the hell is Dad's point? Like, is he gonna do anything, or does he just need to fucking leave, you know? Oh, I see you're sending pictures. Her name is Reese. She thinks she's a dog. She is a dog. Hey Matthew, you'll be pleased to know your package has shipped.
Hell yeah.
God, Matthew got a new device for which to irritate me with.
Oh, that's nice.
Wow, way
I
to
know.
make it about you.
I know, do you hear this?
You take away my happiness and my joy of wanting to own an automaton, and you go, oh gee, now my life is miserable. Way to make it about you. I can't have nice things, because it's about how it impacts you, apparently.
Oh my God. Yeah,
You
I'll
know,
keep this in mind. I'll keep this in mind.
Hashtag you're the asshole.
Wow, I will keep this in mind when it's 3 a.m. and you come in the room going, That's right, Daisy, be prepared. It's about to be a lot noisier in this house. Ember said, I think if you're the type to be that kind of open-hearted, that's great, but if you're not, then that is what it is. If the kid's
You
mom
have an
is the
unhealthy
wife's
economy.
best friend, then it should be something that can be discussed with the adults. Yeah, agreed. And there's nothing wrong with being somebody who's like, I can't be that support for another person's child. There's nothing inherently wrong with that. You know, sometimes it's just not within your emotional wheelhouse. It's not within your financial wheelhouse. Like, they're paying for a good portion of stuff for the kiddo. I mean, at least it's never disclosed that kiddo's mom offers any support financially for these types of things. So,
Well, it would be different if it were like a necessity, like just spitballing. Like, there's a school event or something, and say mom doesn't have the money for them to go on this field trip or something. Like that. I mean, totally different, but like that would be kind of something different than, oh, I'm gonna pay for a gift for you, even though you're not my wife or my child's mother.
absolutely. Yeah. Alright, so I'm gonna say no assholes here except for Harper's dad.
Period.
Harper's dad equals asshole. Oh, on a similar vein, we're not going to do this one, but am I the asshole for not helping my neighbor with her kids after her husband left her? Hey, is this the sequel to that one above us? Am I the asshole for correcting my wife's grammar? Jeez. Oh,
Crash into
man.
They're now at 17, which is the third most
Am I the,
popular
this is a long
first.
prompt. Am I the asshole for telling my 14-year-old daughter that her cousin never actually went into combat and that he always was a troubled guy after she kept asking why we don't let him live with us so he could go to the community college nearby? After my sister-in-law said we were being anti-American. Jesus, that's such a long title.
That's loaded.
You're the asshole unless there's a very specific reason to be correcting someone's grammar with permission. Okay. Oh boy! Am I the asshole for refusing to let my wheelchair-bound dad move into my accessible house?
Fuck them bisons, bro.
Here we go. Let's see. I need the lore on this one. Prescriptivists suck. Boo.
It's always bison this and bison that. Why don't you bison some shit?
Am I the asshole for refusing to let my wheelchair-bound dad move into my accessible house? Oh, God. When I, 28-year-old female, was 6, my parents divorced. My dad seemed to have divorced both my mom and me. My mom remarried to my stepdad when I was 9, and he has been the only dad I've known since then. Sadly, I lost both of them 3 weeks apart due to COVID. Jeez. I ended up with a sizable inheritance. I was their only heir. Then I sold their house. I couldn't cope with the memories and the loss. Over the last 2 years, I used most of the money to build me an accessible house. I am not disabled currently, but there's a big chance that I will be in the future due to a genetic condition that is common on my dad's side of the family. This will be my forever home. It is a single-story, 300 square feet on a 700 square plot of land. I don't know if that's big, guys. I'm sorry. I've been in contact with my dad and his new family for the last 1.5 years, and would say we are on the level of very superficial friends. He has been needing his wheelchair more and more over the last year or so. They were invited to my housewarming 3 months ago, and since then he has been trying to convince me to let me move in with him. His wife, and their youngest son, age 17, since I have the space and the house is accessible.
Acceptable.
It's acceptable. I have been politely declining, but I've had enough, so I told him to choose. Told him to chose. Wait, what? I told him to chose? Never being up moving in with me again. Never bring up moving with me again and maintain our relationship, or continue to push and have me go back to North Carolina.
To be in no contact.
Oh!
Like, wait, what?
Go back to being North Carolina!
Gus can't read, but we already got that token.
Well, that scare's already checked off, you silly billies. Pasta said, we've been over this. She says, either stop pushing or I'm gonna go back to being North Carolina. Ba, ba, ba. Oh wait, that's Carolina.
Oh, good
North
Lord.
Carolina. Ba, 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 ba. God, it's a shit show. Now his wife and other kids are calling me an asshole for giving him an ultimatum like that. So am I the asshole? P.S. If it wasn't obvious already, I'm not in the U.S. They're in North Carolina. And sorry for any bad grammar since English is not my first language. Apparently not mine either. Christ on a riverboat. Katie said 300 square meters is huge. It's like 2.5 times the size of your house.
Yeah, I would rebel if he took away my social security.
Pasta said, not the asshole. Pardon the knee showing there. Ooh, saucy. Not the asshole, Pasta. Please stay.
Get rid of it, Frodo! Toss it into the fire!
There's Matthew.
Into the fire.
I don't think I will.
Sam, what are your thoughts?
Oh, they're definitely not the asshole. They set a boundary. They, it's very hard to rebuild a trust with a parent who they said in the first bit that just, that divorced them, left them behind. So I assume that means they just kind of up and left and they never came back. So, and now they're kind of on speaking terms, and it's kind of, I get the sense that it's kind of strained, but things are still, they're cordial at least. So I don't think they're the asshole at all for saying, nope, they can't move in with me, because then that would, that might break that very fragile, I don't know if you'd call it bond, but it already break the very fragile relationship that's there. So,
yeah,
no, they're not an asshole for setting a boundary with their parents.
Absolutely. Katie said, or Ember said, the concern of North Carolina being in the U.S. is something else entirely. Not being in the U.S. God, if I could read. Also, not the asshole. Ember says, not the asshole. Katie said, I got distracted by the North Carolina and don't remember context, so I'm no help. I'm sorry. Pasta said, my father is very disabled and probably will end up wheelchair bound, but under no circumstances will he ever live with me or either of my siblings. Christ, did I read that wrong too? Nope, typo. Ha! Not on me. Or either of my siblings. Yeah, Sam, I have to agree with you guys here, not the asshole.
Dude, these guys
You know, I
will
mean,
let me
it's great that you are rebuilding that relationship, but it's gonna take time, and you want your adult child to just let an absent father move in with his new family. Like, no, just because someone has become disabled doesn't mean they get a pass for their shitty behavior. Excellent. Also, you spelled behavior with a U. Don't think I didn't notice. This is the United States, not North Carolina. Get that shit out of here.
Damn, I didn't know I moved that far.
Sam got a passport.
Damn.
Pardon the voice crack there. That was aggressive. And you want to go about it? I do want to go about it. You spell colour like this then here, do you? Colour?
Allure.
Not the asshole. You do not owe your father anything. Honestly, moving everybody in seems like a nightmare. Protect your peace. Exactly. Because it's also not just him moving in. It's an entire family. Color. Wow. Wow. I hope Word corrects you, Ember. I hope Word corrects you every time and you have to go through and use spell check and tell them ignore it all.
I do have something to add, though. If, and I'm not saying they should do this, but if this whole not letting them move in, it really makes them feel guilty in any way. Again, not saying they should. Maybe help them make whatever living situation they're in better, helping them find something that is more accessible. You know, like that. I could see that being kind of a compromise.
Yeah, like
But-
maybe they pay to add a ramp or to redo like a bathtub. Again, do not have to, no obligation. But continue, Sam.
But yeah, just under no obligation. But if it's really important to them that they do something, then that would be the course I would suggest.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Katie said, I'm still thinking about the size of this house. It's like if my parents had another story. Listen, Katie is lost in the sauce, okay?
I did a lot of cooking.
God damn. Can you guys imagine, like, having a big house? She's like, but all one story. All one floor. Listen, Katie, come back to us.
Katie's like, I need a bigger house.
It's huge! Katie, you will have a bigger house. You will have a huge house one day. Or an appropriately sized
graduate.
house. Holy shit, that's almost 1,000. That's almost 10,000 square feet. Okay, we've lost them. We've lost them.
They're gone.
They're gone,
They're
guys.
gone.
Have we learned all we needed to from here? You know, we've established that North Carolina is not in the United States, and we've established that they are not the asshole for not letting their wheelchair-bound father that they have little to no relationship with move in with them.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sitting here thinking, like, if North Carolina is not in the States, then why is South Carolina in the States? Like, what kind of Pangeic event had to happen for that to happen?
Ooh, Pangeic. That's such a nice word.
I don't even know if it's a real word.
We're gonna say it is, though. That was nice. No, I'm actually thinking, like, who the fuck wants to clean that? We have to get the maids for your husband's side of the family. Remember? No dust on the tops of those door frames, Jackie and I checked. That's
Girl,
a fucking
I'm-
estate. They have inheritance money. They can hire some help. I know that's right.
I say, I'm good, man, but I am not that good to clean 10,000 square feet by myself.
Oh my god. Are you talking about your in-laws? Yes, Katie. Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Chauffeur.
Yes, I am. God love them. God love them. Good for them. Their house or their lake house? Oh, I'm sorry. I meant their guest house. Not their house or the lake house. The guest house. Pardon. I silly me. Katie said, got it. Okay. Oh my god. Am I the asshole for making my pregnant wife get up at 3 a.m.? Yes. If they're pregnant, I'm kind of assuming you're the asshole, you know?
I honestly, I don't want to hear the whole thing. I just want to know why they got up at 3 a.m. Like, again, is there a fire?
Katie said, is there a fire? Actually, now we need to know.
Why?
Now we're in. Why were you making them get up? We don't have to explore it for too long, but I want to know. Am I the asshole for making my pregnant wife get up at 3 a.m.? I, 33-year-old male, have a 6-month pregnant wife and kid. 1.5-year-old male.
Meter?
I was like, the kid is 1.5 meters. Jesus, baby titan. I work 5 days a week, and wife works part-time. 2 days with the kid, and 3 days at work, while the kid is in childcare. I put the kid to bed every night, and put him back to sleep if he gets up in the middle of the night. We used to split the week on who would get up to settle him if he woke in the middle of the night, as it used to be very frequent. However, I've been sleep training him for the past couple months, and happily his wake-ups are rare now, and he almost always gets back to sleep in 5 minutes if he wakes up. Only can't go back to sleep if, for example, he's teething and in pain because he's 1.5 years, not 1.5 meters. So I've been doing all the nights if he gets up. Wife being pregnant and super tired, just in 3rd trimester now, I decided to keep the arrangement of getting up and settling him in the night if he can't do it himself. This week, however, I've been super busy at work prepping a conference that took place last night. This kind of conference happens once a year where I'm so involved. So the night before last, day before the conference, I asked my wife to take him if he woke up in the night so I could be rested for the big day. Last night I came home around midnight after the all-day conference, having had a few drinks. I wasn't drunk but very tipsy. Wife and I chatted about our days while I put my suit away and went to bed. Kid got up at 3 a.m. and wouldn't settle himself. As I was tired from the all-day conference and still feeling the alcohol, I asked my wife to get him. Apparently he was up for an hour. In the morning she called me an asshole for not getting him in the night and making her get up instead. She said she was tired from being pregnant and both dropping him off and picking him up from his childcare this week. We usually split it, but I've been in the office early and late this week. Am I the asshole for making my wife get up and doing it instead of myself? Yeesh. Oh no. If it's for the care of another child, you're the asshole. Yeah.
No.
Baby asshole, because, like, I get his work stuff. However, when it comes to pregnancy, it's such a not necessarily delicate, but it's such a time where there's so much going on with the body. You know? Amber said, I'm going to say not the asshole, because the partner had been taking these duties for the pregnancy, and this seemed like a one-off thing. I get it. I do get that, Amber. Actually, I do get that. I don't know what that means.
So.
That was a mistake message, please ignore. Okay, thank God. I was like, crap, I can't keep failing to read, guys. They're going to notice that I'm illiterate. Me and Leah Michelle.
Illiterate. Oh no.
Asshole. Pasta still saying asshole. Give us the reason. And then Ember, I see your reasoning for not the asshole. Sister, tell me your thoughts.
This one's tough, honestly, because on the one hand, they chose to go out and drink after, but at the same time, can you really punish the guy for having spent so much extra time at work trying to do this conference? I'm assuming this is a work event, and the work event requires, it could be like there's more money in it for him, so he's just really trying to fight to secure maybe finances or whatever for the family. So I can't really say that he's in the wrong, but I can't really say he's in the right either. I mean, honestly, I'd be like, man, if you're so tired from doing that all week, don't go out for drinks, just go to bed, and that probably would have helped the situation. But I'm also on his wife's side, she's tired. She is physically and emotionally tired all the time now, and it's only getting harder now. She's only 6 months now, but it's going to get harder, of course, in the coming months.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a tough call, honestly.
Some of the comments here say not the asshole and no assholes here. This person said, if this is the only time this happens because of your yearly conference, not the asshole. Yes, your wife is extra tired growing baby and all, but this is a once-a-year event where you have responsibilities for and discussed beforehand, ought to get a little extra leeway. So yeah, they did communicate with her, maybe get her a massage, or send her on a baby shopping trip for picking up the slack, but you taking 2 days to focus on a work function shouldn't be a huge hurdle. Good luck. And then this is the poster said, nice idea, thanks. I'll find something a little special for her as a thank you. First of all, yes, she's gonna appreciate that. My brother in Christ, you're about to have a newborn. That is Pasta's defense. Ember said, more communication would probably have been helpful. Absolutely, yeah. And then someone said, no assholes here because everyone just sounds tired. They both got a lot going on and this will blow over. He had to do things for work and she's tired from pregnancy and being woken up with the kid. Unless this broke into a huge argument rather than one comment, not the asshole. Yeah, I'm kind of weird. Like, there's no assholes here. It was just one of those unavoidable frustrations where, like, he's allowed to blow off steam, and it sounds like he's been very attentive and taking care of all the other things while she's been pregnant. So I kind of want to give him some grace for letting off some steam. It's also just like, you know, she is pregnant, though.
Yeah.
But yes, it sounds like a one-off night on the town for someone who wanted to chill before the baby really hits the cradle. I get that. I'm often concerned by how big the argument is to end up on this forum. You know what? Facts, though, Katie. Facts, though. Like, what had to happen that they were like, I need a group of strangers to tell me? Am I wrong? Where do we stand on this, everybody? I am at a loss, and I need the internet, the internet, the Reddit tiers, the Reddit warriors to give me their wisdom.
Good.
And they're sitting there up at night thinking about it. And it's like, oh, well, since you're up, might as well get the kid who's crying in the other room.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, though. Yeah, they're tired. Someone commented saying, thank you for the not the asshole verdict. I don't know why everyone is jumping down these tired parents' throats. They're tired, and maybe he made a bad decision with the drinking, but it doesn't make him an asshole, and she isn't an asshole for being tired and grumpy about it. Yeah. Yeah. There are so few things that I would want to ask Reddit about. I can't really think of any. Yeah, I'd be afraid to. I feel like Matthew and I argue pretty well, though. We've never had a heated... I don't think we've ever yelled at one another. Like, in, like, an aggressive, mean, mad fashion. Like, we've never had knockdown, drag-out fights. Like, he's very good at communicating, and, like, I'm good at telling him, like, when I need space and when I can't communicate because of whatever it is going on in my silly little noodle. But my silly little brain. Oh! I just saw the rum bottle. Rumboo. Oh, I'm sorry, Bumboo. Rum. Also, it looks like it belongs to Pyrotrish's bonus. That is dope as fuck, though. I'll have to get me some of that. Usually I'm mad at you're the asshole as a verdict, and I was not here. Update, Gussy still can't okay. Katie, I'm feeling really vulnerable right now, alright? I need you guys to be delicate. I'm trying my hardest. English is not my first language.
Yeah,
Alright.
It is so good. Put it in a freezer and just sip it straight. Good to know. Good to know. What do we think? Do we want to do one more? We've been recording for about 47 minutes. We want to do one more?
Let's do one more, and maybe by the time that's done, then Jackie will be ready for...
I said rumboo! Rumboo, not rumboob. Stinky.
Rumboob.
Oh my gosh. Let's see here.
Someone whose first language is not English, I'm calling bullshit.
Busted! Shit! Listen! Oh man! Ooh, this one's gonna require an extra bonus little sippity sip, because let me tell you. Am I the asshole? Would I be the asshole, I'm sorry, if I tell my girlfriend who's working on losing weight, I prefer her old body?
That's...
The armed forces
Played a
are
risky
questioning
game, my
the
boy.
wisdom of relying on weapon imports from the United
Yes.
States.
Eddie needs 30 seconds.
You know
Guys, we
what?
have to pause for 30 seconds. Sam, sing us a number. Actually, Sam, don't sing us a number. I wanted to share something with you.
Oh, yeah.
We can't
I
afford
was
to be
watching
reliant.
something. This story's gonna be terrible because I don't remember half of it. But I was watching something, and a reference to the Pied Piper came up. And it was about lore. Fuck, it may have been the Amanda the Adventurer lore. That
Okay.
may have been it. Welcome back, welcome back. And part of the Amanda the Adventurer lore pertains to the Pied Piper.
Huh.
And they were talking about the story of the Pied Piper and how dark it was, and I was telling Matthew, I was like, yeah, my sister's 5th grade class
They're just like
did a
the
Pied
Beatles
Piper
did.
musical. And he's like, that's dark. And I was like, yeah, my sister was the Pied Piper because she could play the flute.
Yep.
Boom. Okay, I'm back. Alright. Everybody, we all ready?
Children.
We got our bevies ready. Oh god, this is gonna be a doozy.
Yeah.
Okay. Would I be the asshole if I tell my girlfriend who's working on losing weight I prefer her old body?
Oh, really?
I, 31-year-old male, met my girlfriend Rose, 25-year-old female, when she tutored my nephew, and we've been
Yeah, but
working
they're
together
south,
for 3 years
technically.
and moved in together about a year ago. We've been together, not working together. Good God! Pied Piper is
Take your time,
peak fairy
yeah.
tale. True, true, true. Rose is someone who loves food. I enjoy taking her to new places to eat and exploring exotic ingredients and recipes together. She is also active in the arts and crafts communities and always offers the nicest advice, and whenever I read through the comments, I could just feel how she made those strangers' days. I think I will never find another one like her. She is the kindest, sweetest person, and all my friends and family love her. Even my nephew, who was a demon to all his previous tutors, liked to work well with Rose. Rose is 5'8" and weighed about 170, 180 pounds for most of the time we've been together. She is a bigger girl, but to me she's the most beautiful woman ever. I love hugging her full-figured and soft body. I enjoyed playing I enjoyed playing with the little extra flesh on her upper arms and stomach and the plumpness of her cheeks. It also doesn't hurt that her womanly curves are super curvy and full. One of my favorite things, oh god, was seeing her in a bathing suit for our weekly swim. She's just so huggable. I'm 6'1" and around 190, 200 pounds for reference. I'm too ace for this upcoming description, guys. I wasn't ready for this. Ever since Rose became a grad student, she had more time to herself and started going to the gym more. She also decided to change the way she eats. We still go on restaurant dates and cook exotic recipes together, but she ate less and often had half her food put into go boxes, and our new recipes tend to lean toward a healthier side now. Still delicious and exciting, but it just doesn't feel the same. Rose is now around 140, and she is very happy and tells me she sets 125 as her goal. She also told me she got a lot of compliments from everyone. Her smile was just so sunny I could do nothing but tell her I was proud of her. On the one hand, I love how much bolder she has become. On the other hand, I just miss her old body, where her flesh was— stop saying flesh! Was soft and squishy, is now firm. I just really miss all that. This guy either loves her or wants to eat her. I'm worried. We'll circle back to that. I told myself I'm being crazy and selfish. I love Rose, and if she decides to change herself and she loves it and is happy, I should support her no matter what. From a health perspective, Rose was a bit overweight before, and now she's heading in a healthy direction. All the more means to encourage her to stay healthy and fit the way she's currently. If he says flesh one more time. I feel like a self-centered piece of garbage for wanting Rose to stay round and soft just for my pleasure. Jesus! It's her body and her choice after all.
Not a peach.
And I can't see any happy ending out of this hypothetical discussion. I didn't dare ask anyone about this fear of being seen as crazy. Still, do I have a say in this? Would I be the ass if I talk to her about how I prefer her round and plump? This guy wants to eat her. This guy wants to eat her. This is weird. Stop saying plump and flesh and squishy. What is this? God, okay.
I can't. Okay. Sorry. I'm gonna jump right in. You can't change what people are attracted to. Do I like that he's essentially described her to be a peach. You know, it's a little disturbing. It is a little disturbing. It's one thing to say, I like your hair this way better, but I'm not gonna control what you do with that. But if it's another thing when this person is actively just trying to eat healthier and lose weight and feel more comfortable in their skin. So, yeah, that's... I'm sorry, dude. You're an asshole.
Oh my god. I didn't get to read a lot of these comments. Definitely would be the asshole. Katie said, mind your business. This was especially unsettling for Jackie. Ember said, this got weird. Katie said, red flag twice. Jackie said, is me, round and squish. Katie said, name is Rose. There we go. But Dominic, he has a fetish and he needs to come to terms with it. Yeah, there's something else going on here, buddy. This is, I mean...
Cannibal.
He's about to... Can I get an update on Rose's well-being? Is she alive? Has she been Is she killed? I don't know. This all makes me feel weird. I mean, you're the asshole if you say anything about attractiveness, but 125 is not a healthy weight goal for a woman who's 5'8", and I would be a little worried about her. That is another thing.
Yeah.
That is another thing. I weigh 125 pounds on a good day, and I'm 5'4".
And I don't mind sharing, and I'm 5'8" and weigh 140, and I'm pretty happy with where I'm at.
Yeah.
Let me go.
That's kind of, I mean, everybody's got their own personal preference, you know. So you shouldn't. I try not to judge people who, you know, say, oh, but I feel better when I'm this size,
Yeah.
you know. But at the
Just
same
something to
time,
consider.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a low BMI for that height. I'm 5'8", and I do not weigh in the 100s. And then Jackie also said, you know what's worse? Does she know? Does she know that he, like, thinks this way? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I'd wonder.
Maybe we're just very small-minded, but the way he was describing her body, it sounded more like a meal to him, and not in a cute, you're a whole meal, but in a, I've got my fork and knife and am prepared to cook you type of way. It was just very unsettling. This person, this comment said, yuck, you sound like you're fetishizing her instead of being a good partner. Yup. You do call me a snack. I'm a little snack, but that doesn't mean you sit there and describe how you want to nibble on the fleshy bits of my booty. I mean, this dude can be into whatever he wants, and it can even be a relationship deal breaker. But this dude can't be like, I liked fucking you better when you were heavier, and I think it's okay. There it is. If she's getting slim, if she's getting slim for her own happiness, then great. If she's doing it in order to be more attracted to her partner, then maybe do some self-searching, right?
I agree with that.
That's a different conversation, though. Let's circle back to how weird as fuck this guy is. Did anybody comment on that? Do we have a life check of Rose?
And I would like to hear. I wish we could hear Rose's perception. Like, if she read this, like, I'd want to know her reaction. I do not call Gussy my toasted breadstick. I don't talk about how delicious Gussy's thin, crispy fingers look.
What the fuck? Thin, crispy fingies. Amrose. Jackie said Amrose. Disgusted. Disgusted! My toasted breadstick. Delicious, her thin, crispy fingers look. Also, this man is 6'1". Yeah. Oh, finally somebody said it. I don't think I've ever heard someone talk about playing with someone's chubby cheeks. This isn't referring to a literal child. That isn't referring to a literal child. Every time you talk about her, it just rubs me the wrong way. It's like you're not seeing for her for yourself, but as an object to play with. They're quoting the line, I enjoy playing with the little extra flesh on her upper arms and stomach and plumpness of her cheeks. This is a line out of Silence of the Lambs, I'm pretty sure. Also, you said a whole bunch about how you like to play with her fat and extra skin, but does she like that? Yeah, does she see it as affectionate? I mean, the clear answer is no, seeing how she is working hard to lose weight and make herself happier. It sounds like you have more of a weight fetish than anything else. You don't love her for herself, but for the gratification she can give you. If you want to poke something squishy, get a Squishmallow. The Pikachu ones are pretty cute. Solutions.
I like a Squishmallow.
Jackie said I'm describing Gussy like food. I'm a toasted breadstick, guys. I'm getting into my toasted breadstick ways. Wait, what did you say, Sam?
I think your fingers are the toasted breadstick. Unless.
Wait, let's read that. Let's read that message again. I do not call Gussy my toasted breadstick. I don't talk about how delicious Gussy's thin, crispy fingers look. So I guess it could go either way. Katie said, I can still probably step on him and tell him to fuck off. Rose, point me in the right direction. Or take Pasta with you. Pasta's a fucking menace. He's giant. They had an octopus squishy at work, and I was delighted by it. I love that. Oh my god. What the heck?
I think they have a ferret one now, but it doesn't really look like a ferret. It looks more like a raccoon and a hamster.
Yeah, they're a bit rotund, you know?
I'm just like, well, you tried.
I am distracted by this girl over here. I don't know if you guys can see it, but she's a girl in scantily clad attire wearing a plague doctor mask with tattoos and blue hair. I gotta tell you, that's my type. Olive Gussy is the toasted. Okay, we've got clarification. Olive Gussy is the toasted breadstick. Your fingers are like little dipsticks with the cheese sauce. I hate that I know exactly what you're talking about. Pasta is giant. Not that I'm thinking it over or anything. Certainly not. How tall is Pasta? Pasta, you're like 6'2" or 6'3", aren't you? 6'2". Massive. I went to Olive Garden with Jackie, Katie, and Pasta, and felt like a woodland creature. Just surrounded by giants. Well, I'm just
You're
sipping
either
on
a
Marg.
nymph or a gnome.
Too tall, fuck off. Honestly, same. That was held for aggression. Ember, watch the aggression, please. Okay. I think we've had enough assholes for tonight. That last one, I feel like I need a bath after that last one. I didn't like the way he was talking about Rose there. I'm worried about Rose. On God, though, I think we need to check in and see if Rose is okay. But, Sister, thank you so much for joining me for Am I the Asshole?
Of course.
Everybody, say goodbye to YouTube. Bye, YouTube.
Goodbye, YouTube.
Goodbye, YouTube. Thank you so much. Check out the, oh no, is this the cute? This is Q, Jackie Q. Bye, YouTube.